Hey there, everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. We're playing Fall Classic Baseball in Minnesota at Oakland. It is Pete Redfern versus Matt Keough. And let's get this started. All right. You know what? Hey there, Philip. Good morning, brother. How are you? Trying to get the dice roll in the picture somehow. And let me see how I'm going to be doing that. It's a little bit tricky. Let's see if I get that. You know what? I'm going to have to bring this over here and do away with some of this. There we go. And now we got some space for the dice roll to show. And let's start it. It's going to be Mike Keough, the first baseman, Rob Wilfong, the second baseman, Roy Smalley, the shortstop. Leading it off for the Minnesota Twins, Kenny Landreau, batting cleanup in left field. Butch Weiniger, future Yankee, the catcher, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Danny Goodwin, the DH. Seventh is Rick Sofield, the center fielder. Hoskin Powell, the right fielder, batting eighth. And batting ninth is the mysterious John Castino, who bats 300 and then disappears from baseball. So I'm still investigating what happened to him. Let's start this. Let's get it going. So we are rolling a 2d6. Oh, and that right off the bat, it's a 66. And that is a 1-6 home run on a d20. Let's see if we can grab a d20 real quick here. We'll grab a black one. And it's a 1-6 home run, 1-7 double, or this is going to be a drive, which is going to fly out of here for a home run to lead off the game against Matty Keough. It's a 66 and then a 2. And that is gone, just like that. All right, 1-0. Minnesota. Mike Keough, who hit 8 home runs, hits one here. And next batter is Rob Wilfong. And that is a 23. And a 23 is a strikeout. He swings and misses. And that's a K, the first K of the game for Keough, who doesn't really strike out many people. All right, a 53. That's going to be a range check. And let's find out who it's going to be on. Let's turn these around. A range check on the right fielder. And our right fielder out there today is Mike Davis. And he has a range of an 11 in right field. So let's see what happens. And it will drop in. So it's going to be a base hit single. Roy Smalley's on with a base knock. And here is Kenny Landreau. That's a 32 off of Landreau's card, which is a blank. Now we haven't rolled to see what Keough is today. Let's do that. And Keough is going to be an A pitcher. He's going to be an A. And then what is Redfern going to be? He's going to be an A pitcher. So 2 A pitchers going at it. And a 32 is a blank. So we got a Matt Keough is the result is going to be a ground ball to first base. Oh, and wait a second. There's a runner on first. So that's going to be a fielder's choice unless the first baseman is a strong arm and Revering. I don't remember if he's a strong arm. Let me look real quickly. And he is a strong arm, so he's going to go over to second for 1, back to first, 3-6-3 double play. So that's going to be 1 run on 2 hits. And we go to the bottom of the first. Pete Redfern is facing Ricky Anderson. And that's a 35. Henderson's card is a blank, so we go to Redfern, and that is going to be a 1-8 single. And it's a ground ball, and It is picked up by the third baseman. And over to first, and they just get Ricky Henderson. All right, next is Dwayne Murphy. That's a 64 on Murphy. That's a blank. And on Redfern, that is going to be, we pull a card here. I can bring it a little closer. And that's going to be a line out to the second baseman, L4, 2 down. Next is Mitchell Page. And that is a 44. That's going to be a line draw. Oh, maybe not. Maybe a walk. So let's see what happens. It is going to be a base on balls. And you have a 13 attempted steal, and Mitchell Page is going to get his lead. And there he goes. And he is safe. And he's got another opportunity to go again, and there he goes. And this time he is safe again. So he steals 2 bases. Now he had 14 stolen bases out of 21 attempts. He had a double chance to steal 2 bases there, and he gets them both. And it's Dave Revering with a runner on third base now. And that is a 61, which is a blank there. And on Redfern is going to be a strikeout, and that retires the side. So the A's leave 1, score none. We go to top of the second. It's going to be Weiniger, Goodwin, and Sofield. I don't know. Are you playing this one, Philip? Are you playing this game yet? That's a 45. That's a blank, and Matt Keough is a fly out to left, 1 down. Rick Sofield is next. And that's a 56. That's a blank, and it's going to be a strikeout, 2 down. And here's Hoskin Powell with a 51. That's a potential error. It's going to be a potential error on the shortstop, so it's a ground ball to short. And an 18 will not be an error. It will be a ball that he gets to and throws out. Sofield. That should have been, wait a second, I'm missing somebody. Because that should have been Sofield right there. Oh, I'm missing Goodwin, Danny Goodwin. Hold on a second. Let's grab Goodwin real quick here. All right. No runs, no hits. We have bottom of the second. Be Wayne Gross leading it off. Early in the morning here, 56. That's a blank. That's a strikeout. So Gross swings and misses at a pitch out of the strike zone. And here's Mike Davis. He's a lefty. Batted .211. It's a 55. That's going to be a 1-15 single. And that's line base hit. Center field played on a hop by Sofield in center. And here's Newman. That's a 23, and that's a strikeout. He swings and misses. Had a curveball. And here's Mario Guerrero. 1 on and 2 out. 45. That's going to be a blank on Redfern. That is a fly ball left field. And a corn for Landreau. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. And it's going to be Hoskin Powell. That's 36, and that's a blank there, and it goes to the pitcher card. And Powell is a lefty, so it's going to be a bouncer to first base. 1 down. Here's John Castino, 300 hitter, who after the season disappeared, 24. And a 24 is going to be a line out to center field, 2 down. And next is Mike Keough. That's a 55, which is going to be a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. So Keough is 2 for 2 today. He's got a homer and a single. And next is Wilfong. Wolfong with a 26, and that is going to be against a righty. It's going to be a single. How far will the runner go? He will stop at second base. So first and second, 2 outs, and here is Roy Smalley. And that's a 55. That's going to be a potential double, triple, and nope, it's going to be a single. Will this score a run? F, he's not F, so first F is first to third. Wolfong is an F, so he will go first to third. It's an RBI, 2-0 RBI for Smalley. So this is a little mini 2-out rally going on here, and here is Kenny Landreau. 2 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Landreau. That's a 33. That's a trouble as well. That's a base hit single, 1 run scores. And the other one holds at second. And this is off 8 pitchers, but everything's off the batter card. All right, Butch Weiniger with a 63, and that's going to be he's a switch hitter batting lefty. It's going to be a fly to right, and that will retire the sides. But the Twins pick up a couple on 4 hits. And we go to the bottom of the third. Pichulow's up. And it's a 13, and that is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. 1 down. Next batter is Ricky Henderson, and that is a 66. We're going to see what that's going to be. Ooh, a 3. That's going to be ripped down the line at the left field corner. And, nice carom right to the left fielder. But Henderson's trying for 2. Here's the throw of the tag, and he is safe with a 1-out double. Ricky Henderson. Defiant. All right, and it's a 32. Murphy, it's a blank. A 32 is going to be an out. He's a lefty, so it's going to go to second base, and this is going to move the runner over to third. And here's the pitch to Mitchell Page. He walked and stole a couple of bases. And it's a 53. That's going to be a range play to the second baseman, but you got 2 there. You got the second baseman, a 9, and I believe the second baseman, Wolfong, will get that. But let's check. Let us see. Will Wolfong get there? I just got to find the Twins. If I can. I don't know if I can. Yeah. Rangers. Royals, Yankees. I got the Twins, but I'm not too sure where exactly. Oh, is that thing in there? No, that's the Red Sox. All right, so we're going to have to look at Wolfong's card, see if he gets there, and his range at second base is a 10. We roll a 9. He does get to that ball, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. We go to top of the 4th. Danny Goodwin. There's a pitch from Keough. It's a 63. That is a ground ball, second base. Second baseman Pichullow up, throws him out. Oh, it's the wrong side. Danny Goodwin's up here. Here's Sofield. That's a 36, and we go over to the pitcher, and that is he's a lefty as well. That's another bouncer to second. Charging it is Pichullow, and throws him out, 2 down. And here's Hoskin Powell. It's 3-0 Twins in the top of the 4th. That's a 45. It's a blank, and that will. He's another lefty. Fly ball, right field. Digging is the right fielder Davis, and tracks it down to retire the side. All right, no runs, no hits, and here's Revering. After this, we're going to go get our dogs. They're outside. That's a 25 against a righty. That will be a base hit. Ground ball through the right side for a single. Revering's on. Here's Wayne Gross. He's got good power. That's a 32, and that's a blank there. And the 32 is going to be against the lefty. Is going to be a ground ball. A little number in front of the plate, and Weiniger pounces on it. And we'll go to first on that. We'll move Revering to second. Here is Davis. That is a 13, and oh, that's let's see what that is. That's line to left field. Voigt dies a 1. It is not. So an L7, 2 down. And here's Jeff Newman. Newman today is struck out first at bat. It's going to be 33, Newman's card, and that's going to be a 1-3, 1-13, and that's going to be a 17, which is a strikeout, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and we go top of the 5th inning. Here we are playing a little fall classic baseball. Moving pretty quickly in this game. Haven't played this in about a week. 24, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. Shortstop Guerrero throws out Castino. Castino's a mystery. Disappeared after his 300th season in 1980. And here's a 54. That's going to be one of these 54 chart. Bases empty, wild single to center. Roll on E rating for extra bases on the center fielder, Murphy. And Murphy gets that. So it's going to be a single, a 1-out single from Mike Keough, who's now 3 for 3 on the day. Here's Rob Wilfong. That's a 45. That's a blank. And he's a lefty. That's going to be a fly ball to left. 2 down. And Roy Smalley. Roy Smalley's 2 for 2. That's a 54 wild chart. This time with a runner on base. It's a wild pitch of 12. Let's see. Keough is a wild pitch. Yep, it's a wild pitch. So refer to pitcher's wild pitch rating, and if a 12 falls within the range, it is runner's advance. We may have to check and see if it's a wild pitch or a pass ball with another roll, and it's going to be a wild pitch. All right, so runner on second. Smalley's still up. Here's the pitch to Smalley. Oh, that's a 35. That's going to be a blank there, and a 35 will retire the side with a line out to left field. No runs, 1 hit, 3-0 Twins. We go to the bottom of the inning with Guerrero, Piccolo, and Henderson. And here is the pitch. That's a 32. It's a blank, and an A is a 32. Will be a ground ball to third. 1 down. Nice play by the third baseman, Castino. That's a 54. It's a wild chart, and it's a single to left. And we're going to check the E rating on the left fielder, Landro. Landro is an E rating of a 10. That's a 17, so there won't be an error. So we got a runner on first, which is a good thing for the A's. We haven't scored any runs. They're down 3-0 here. Here's the pitch, and that is a 36. That's a blank. 36 on Redfern. So righty is going to be popped up. That's going to be the shortstop taking it. 2 down. And here's Murphy. Pitch to Murphy. It's a 32. That's a blank, and it's going to be a ground ball to short. That will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit. Go to the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be Kenny Landro, Butch Weiniger, and Goodwin. And it's a 65 off the pitcher. That's a -3. So it's 1-6 is a home run, and that is a 9. So it's a fly ball to deep right field, and caught by Davis in right at the warning track. Next is Weiniger with a 52. We're going to check the KD rating, and we don't get the KD, so it's a 52, and it's going to be an error, a potential error on the pitcher, and the pitcher's error rating is a 12, and it is an error on the pitcher, E1. So Weiniger's on first. Now let's do this again. That's Danny Goodwin with a 53. That's going to be a range check on the center fielder. And he should get there. Center fielder Murphy tracks it down. He's a 14, so it's an F8. And here's Sofield. And that's a 44. That's going to be a base hit. Base hit single. And let's see what the runner does on this. He's going to stop at second base, first and second. Here in the top of the 6th, 3-0 Twins. And here's Hoskin Powell. Look at his card. That is a 34. That's a blank. It goes over to Keough. 34 will be a fly ball. Center field. On the run is Murphy. He tracks it down to retire the side. No runs. 1 hit, 1 error. They leave 2. And at the end of 5.5, it's 3-0 Twins. Mitchell Page leading it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that is a 24, which is a potential hit by pitch on a 1 or 2, and we don't get it. It's a fly ball left field. 1 down. Next is Dave Revering. It's a 24. And the 24 is going to be a fly to right. Under it is Hoskin Powell. He makes the catch. 2 down. And it's Gross with a 54. That's going to be a wild. Bases empty wild. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. Roll versus his error rating. And right fielder is Powell. And Powell is in right field. He's an error rating of 9. So that's pretty high. And nope, he makes the running catch. 3 up, 3 down. We go top of the 7th. And it's John Castino leading off. 300 hitter who disappeared after this season. That's a 26. And that is a fly ball left field. On the run is Henderson, and he tracks it down. Got a good jump on that ball. Read it well off the bat. Next is Mike Cubbage. That's a 62, and it's going to take us to a strikeout on the pitcher card. That's his first out of the game. He was 3 for 3. And with 2 outs, here's Wolfong, and that is a 14. And that will be he's a lefty, so it's a ground ball. Ripped to first base. Nice scoop by Revering. Steps on the bag, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Davis, Newman, and Guerrero. Pete Redfern is still in there. Both starting pitchers are still in there. That's 20. That's a swing and a miss. 1 away, and here's Jeff Newman. Jeff Newman with 26, and that will be right-handed hitter. Grounds 1 to second base. Wolfong throws him out. 2 down. And here's Guerrero. And that's a 61. We go over to Redfern, and that's a strikeout. So 2 Ks for Redfern in that inning. No runs, no hits. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Got 27, 20, 29. Keough can go 34. Redfern can go 27. And he's almost there, but we'll see what happens with that. Roy Smalley leading it off, and that is a 45. That's a blank. 45 is bats from the left side. It's a fly ball, a drive to center field, and right there is Murphy. Kenny Landreau with a 41. That's a blank, and that's a base on balls. I think that's the first walk of the game, by the way, which is very unusual. Butch Weiniger is next. There's a pitch from Keough. It's a 65. It's a -6. So that's going to be a 3. 1, 2, or 3, it's a home run. Otherwise, it's a fly ball. Center field, 2 down. And here is Goodwin. Well, doesn't matter. 44. And that is going to be a base on balls. And it's Sofield, first and second now. And that is a 52. We'll throw the KD. We don't get it. So a 52 is a potential error on the second baseman. And that is a 20. So that will definitely not be an error. It's a ball he gets to. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, 2 left, the 2 walks. And we go to Piccolo. Piccolo leading us off here in the bottom of the 8th. It's a 42. It's a blank. It's going to be an out. It's grounded to second. Second baseman Wolfong throws out Peachlow. Here's Ricky Henderson. That's a 36. That's a blank. 36 on Redfern is going to be a grounder to first. 2 down. Nice play by the first baseman, Cubbage. And here's Dwayne Murphy with a 42. 42 is a blank. And on Redfern, it is a fly ball. Center field, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to top of the 9th. Hoskin, Powell, Castino. And then top of the order. Here's Hoskin, Powell. That's a 21. That's going to be a fly ball left field. On the run is Henderson, and he tracks it down. Turned on the Jets on that one. That's a 52. We're going to roll for the KD, and we don't get it. 52 is going to be an error on the second baseman. And, oh, that's going to be an error. And that's an E4. Second error today on the A's. So 1 on and 1 out. And here's Mike Cubbage. That's a 26. And against a righty, that's a base hit. Well, what will the runner do? F advances to third. Castino's an A. So he's going to stop at second. Actually, he can risk on this, and a risk to center field is a 1-3. He's out, and he's going to try to risk it. There he goes. Try to third, and he is 1-3. He is out at third. 8-5. And here's Rob Wilfong, 2 out now. That's a 52. Another KD check, another potential error. And this is shortstop error. We're going to roll that. And it is a 7. I believe that Guerrero will make an error on that. And he's an error. He makes the play, and he flips to the second baseman for the force. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we're at the bottom of the 9th. It's Page, Revering, and Gross. Redfern is still in there. All right, that is a 25, which is going to be against a righty, is a base hit. And I believe that is all for Redfern. He can go 27. He's got 27. And that's going to be, we're going to pull him. We're going to bring in the closer, Corbett. Let's see if we can find Corbett. Doug Corbett, there he is. Had 23 saves. So he replaces Redfern here in the 8th inning. In the 9th inning, in the bottom of the 9th, with 1 on and nobody out. Here's Dave Revering. All right, and that is a 25, and that is going to be a base hit. See what the runner does on this. 1-3. F, he advances, and Page is F, so he will go to third, first and third. So the tying run is at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 9th, Wayne Gross. Hey there, Kevin Hayes. How are you, brother? Thanks for stopping by. And Wayne Gross. We got a pretty decent game here. It's a 3-0 ball game, but the A's here in the bottom of the 9th have first and third, nobody out. And the closer, Doug Corbett. Here's the pitch, and that is a 41. That should be a base on balls. Now, we've never rolled through Corbett. He's a 12, which is a B. So Corbett is a B. And that's a 41. That is a base on balls. Bases are loaded. Tying run is on first base. Wayne Gross is slow, so we're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter. Pinch runner, excuse me. And it will be going to be a weird bunch of players on this team, I'll tell you. A weird bunch of players. Catchers who are fast, and then we have infielders who are slow. We're going to bring in Mike Keough to pinch run. He's fast. And here's Mike Davis. All right, here's a pitch. Bases loaded. Infield's halfway. That's a 22. That's going to be some sort of an out. Yeah, let's see what kind of an out it's going to be. He's a lefty. It's going to be a ground ball to short. A 6-4-3 double play, unless he's an F batter. He is not. So run scores. Another runner to third. 6-4-3. They turn it. Big turn. Big double play. Big defense. Showing up here late in the game for the Twins. And now it's Newman. So 3-1 ball game. The A's are down to the last out. See what happens. Here's a pitch. That's a 45. That's an out. This is the ball game. It is a ground ball to the third baseman, over to first, and ball game over. So it's 1 run on, 2 hits, and a walk. They leave a couple. Actually, they left 1. Final score is 3-1 Minnesota. Minnesota had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. No errors for Minnesota. The A's had a couple errors, and they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So it's Minnesota with 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The A's with 1 run, 6 hits, and 2 errors. Let me write a 2 instead of the 1-1. It looks like an 11. And the final score is 3-1. All right. And the game was played April 11th. It's game number 2 for the season. We're doing a replay with the A's. And we play the Twins a couple more games. And that's about it. Good morning, guys. A lot of guys showed up this morning. So I played a game of pretty quick game. That game lasted 34 minutes. I didn't drink my hot chocolate. I'm going to go make it hot again. So that game flew by. Pete Redfern and Matt Keough locked in a pitcher's duel. Corbett came in to get the save at the end, made it exciting when the A's loaded the bases with a couple of singles and a walk. But then it was a ground ball that was ripped to Smalley. Smalley flipped to Wilfong, the throw to Covich, and he scooped it out of the dirt for a double play, a 6-4-3 double play. That allowed a run to score. And then it was Newman with good power came up and fouled a couple off, but then grounded 1 to third base. Third baseman Castino threw him out to end the ball game. The loss goes to Keough. The win goes to Redfern. The save goes to Corbett. And we'll put that into our stat keeper replay PC. And I will get ready for another game. Can't be the 34-minute game. Reach out to me if you have any questions on YouTube. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.